It's your boy Witz Capone, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about my top 10 favourite fire and abuse of all time. You get me? First on this list is obviously going to be man like K. Coke, innit? You get me? A lot of people say that Rich 32 and Avellino's fire and abuse is better, innit? But for me personally, I feel K. Coke's one just about edges it, innit? You feel me? And I feel like with K. Coke's one, he made it possible for people to be confident to come and do fire and abuse, and that he paved the way, innit? You get me? So yeah, man, big up yourself, K. Coke, each and every time, innit? You get me? You done big things for a fire and abuse platform, you get me? Without K. Coke's fire and abuse, we wouldn't even be having this conversation, point blank period, innit? You get me? So yeah, man, big up K. Coke each and every time. Number 2 on this list, ironically, is Rich 32 and Avellino's Fire in the Booth. See this Fire in the Booth here, yeah, is a mad thing. Like, it's a mad thing. The way Rich and Avellino thrive off one another is actually like very intriguing and interesting to watch, innit? And they're both like really creative in terms of bars and the schemes and their cadence and their delivery and how they deliver their bars and that. Especially Rich 32's bit when he's talking about like all the Jay-Z albums like Blueprint, the Blueprint 2 and all of that, innit? So I just thought like, yeah, that Fire in the Booth there is like hella cold, innit? To me anyway. So yeah, that's Rich 32 and Avellino at number 2. My third pick is man like Krypton Conan. Their Fire in the Booth part 2. How can Conan say, I wonder how we got this close, used to watch wrestling, now we do big shows? It's not even just that one bar, like the whole Fire in the Booth gasses man differently. You get me? That part 2 there, you get me? That Fire in the Booth there is very impactful for the scene, innit? You get me? So yeah, man, big up yourselves each and every time, Krypton Conan, innit? At number 3. My fourth favourite Fire in the Booth of all time is man like Nave Smalls, innit? Because see with Nave Smalls here, whether it will be a tune, whether it will be a freestyle, he always comes in clutch, innit? You get me? He always comes in clutch still. And yeah, in terms of that Fire in the Booth, the flow on point, delivery on point, melodies in terms of notes and that on point. You get me? Man's doing Luton proud and that as well, innit? You get me? Not many people are coming out doing the music thing that are from Luton as well. So yeah, like I said, he's doing Luton really proud, innit? So yeah, big up yourself each and every time, Nave Smalls, innit? At number 5, my favourite Fire in the Booth of all, man said my favourite Fire in the Booth. At number 5 is man like J Hus. J Hus's Fire in the Booth, yeah, deserves to be in the top 5 conversation because this Fire in the Booth is mad. Like, he came with hella sauce on that Fire in the Booth, innit? And he was talking hella stuff as well, innit? Literally, that Fire in the Booth there resonates with me a lot. So I feel like that Fire in the Booth deserves to be in that conversation. So for that reason alone, he's going to be at number 5. Number 6 is on this list is Fekky's Fire in the Booth part 1. See this you see this Fire in the Booth part 1, yeah? It's so funny how I came across Fecky in it, because obviously I knew of Fecky, but I didn't really listen to him like that at the time. But I remember I was at my cousin's house, yeah, and obviously his boy came round, didn't it? And then obviously he started playing Fekky's Fire in the Booth, and I was like, raw, Fekky's got a Fire in the Booth. I didn't even know that, rete. So obviously I've gone on YouTube now. I played the full thing because he only played half of it, innit? I've played the full Fire in the Booth. I'm like, nah, bruv. He showed that differently. This Fire in the Booth is fucking hard, innit? So ever since then, ever since that day, this was time ago, but ever since that day, man's been banging this Fire in the Booth like a lot still. Even till this day, like, it still gets banged. You get me? So yeah, big up yourself, Fecky, man. Get me? So we're on to what? Number 7 now, innit? So number 7 on this list will be man like Bugsy Malone, innit? 0161 and that. Yeah, man, I feel like he's Fire in the Booth part 1, where he's wearing the green hat and that Fire in the Booth is cold. Like, not many people can bar with Bugsy Malone like that. Bugsy Malone is certified in this thing, you know. So a lot of, like, I feel like he deserves much more respect than he gets in the game, innit? You feel me? So yeah, man, that's Bugsy Malone at 7. Number 8 is man like Kano. You get me? You see this one here? This Fire in the Booth is like one of the special ones as well, innit? So it had to be at least in the conversation, innit? You get me? If I didn't put Kano in this list for his Fire in the Booth, this wouldn't even be a valid list. I'll be real, innit? You get me? So yeah, man, big up yourself each and every time, Kano. And at number 9, and the reason why I've put it so low and not so high, a lot of people think this Fire in the Booth is really high, but it isn't. The reason why it's not high for me, personally speaking, for me, is I wasn't there for the segment. You get me? I'm not being funny. I'm the sort of person where I want to hear bars. I don't want you to come on there and talk about who you got beef with, XYZ, XYZ. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather just you come, Fire in the Booth, spray your bars, and let your bars do the talking, innit? You get me? So I feel like because of the segment, it put that Fire in the Booth down in many ways. But the rapping itself, cold. Chip had flows in that, delivery, cadence, everything. You name it. That Fire in the Booth is good if you're talking about it spitting wise. But if you're talking about it including the segment and everything else, I have to downgrade it. And the downgrade is like really major to me anyway. So that part 2, to me, it's not really up there. But in terms of his rapping, was up there. But yeah, that's Chip at number 9. And last but not least on this list, man like M Huncho, innit? And yeah, M Huncho is a very similar artist to like man like Nate Smalls, innit? You can do the melody thing, you can do the rap thing, vocals are on point. Like, I feel like, yeah, M Huncho is like very underrated as well. He's another one that is not put into the conversation a lot, and I feel like he needs to be put into the conversation much more. So yeah, that's M Huncho at 10. And yeah, this is literally my top 10 favourite Fire in the Booths of all time. And also in the comments of this video, I would like you lot to put your favourite Fire in the Booths, top 10 Fire in the Booths of all time. Let me know why you think that, why you believe that, and all of that. And also for my next video, I might even do a top 10 Daily Duppy of all time as well. You get me? And yeah, before I go, it's very important that I say this. I know I say this in every video, but I feel like it's important to mention it. If you can leave the video a like, don't forget to comment on the video, leave suggestions you would like to see me bring to the channel, because everyone's opinion matters. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm doing YouTube because of my subscribers. Your subscribers is what makes you, and it makes your channel. You get me? No one's better than anybody else. You get me? So yeah, don't forget to like the video, comment on the videos what you enjoyed about it, what you didn't like so much about it, like those sort of things. Make sure to share the videos with your friends, whether it will be on WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it, just all social media platforms that you can share the video on. It would really help, because at the end of the day, that's what helps the channel get bigger. And also, not even just that, but it helps with YouTube's algorithms. The more like my algorithms and that is going it's going higher, it's helping my YouTube videos hit people's recommended, so people can watch it that way. Because a lot of people, like when you send them the link to your videos, they wouldn't necessarily, like, what's the word? They wouldn't necessarily watch it, because some people understand certain people got priorities and whatnot in it. So some people are unable to watch it in the beginning. So when you give them like other ways to watch the video, they'll watch it. Not everyone would actually go into a video and click on it and watch it. You know what I mean? Some people, like I said, they'll watch it in their own time. So yeah, other than that, it's been your boy Wits Capone, and I'm out.